room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Brady's going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. To throw is Brady. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here. Brady will look to throw for it. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff running left. Henry.
Caleb Farley, the first-round pick back in April, there on the tackle.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second and 5. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. These two teams all tied after one. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
To the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for two here. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it. They've got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A play-action fake. They'll look to under pressure. They got him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for the Niners.
For McCall Hardman, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that was no fluke. He was moving there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. They'll try and throw for it. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks. Like
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
no doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Second and 13. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, nice move. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets to...
And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A check down here for Henry.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he spins past him and into space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Brady. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brady now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 70 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry. with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for... It got his man complete! And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Brady.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll bring up a second down. Now Brady. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Brady's going to look to throw.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Brady going to throw. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Niners on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this out past the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the 49ers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Brady. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Brady to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.